Thank you. I had 10 pages of speech up there, and I decided to let it go, because we are in a party mood. Okay? But I want to say a couple of serious things. First of all, thank you all for your attitude. Thank you for your thanks. But I never get a chance to say thank you back. I'm always saying you're welcome. Okay? And I want to tell you what this thing has done for me, this whole thing. Okay, 50 years ago, I said I don't want to be identified with those queens. And then they turned over a police car, okay, and rioted and changed the picture of how police treat us in New York. And I saw them for the first time, okay, these human beings whom I admire and love and who changed my life, and yours and all of us. So for me, it was the beginning of this sense of community. And then the next thing that happened was, the next really serious thing was the AIDS crisis. And at that point, some of you were too young to remember or to know it, there was a wall between the gay men and lesbians. And either there were gay men's events or there were lesbian events, fewer lesbian events, by the way. But there was no occasionally you knew somebody across the wall, but very often you didn't at all. And what happened is with the AIDS crisis, the lesbians poured in to help. And they carried garbage, they shopped for groceries, they did serious nursing. Nothing was too much and nothing was enough. But in the process, we saw each other more and more and loved each other. And this community sense began to grow and really grow. And that's when people began to come out. Okay, I think the thing was silence is death. Okay, so we began to talk, we began to really come out. And then with all of the pouring in of the donor cases, okay, in the last 4 years actually, no, before that, it starts with Mary Bonato and Massachusetts and the whole, we saw each other more and more and loved each other. And this community sense began to grow and really grow. And that's when people began to come out. Okay, I think the thing was silence is death. Okay, so we began to talk, we began to really come out. And then with all of the pouring in of the donor cases, okay, in the last 4 years actually, no, before that, it starts with Mary Bonato and Massachusetts and the whole, energy carried us all the way through and is still carrying us. So here we are in this whole different world where people began to feel pride, people began to feel self-esteem. That if you read, okay, and I know some of you tonight fought the decision for my case, but the decision is loaded with words like respect. I think it says respect 13 times. Okay, I didn't count it, my lawyer did. And talking about our rights and our privileges and what we deserved as citizens, it's an incredible thing. And in the process, people were coming out in droves. And like half the people in this room are probably out who never were before. But we kept seeing each other again, seeing people we didn't know were gay, and loving who we saw. And I live, okay, and that's really what I'm coming up to, is just, you guys thank me. I thank you for a community that's so full of love and joy. Okay, I know that Thea would be thrilled. Okay, I don't think I could have survived her with this kind of joy in my heart. In this room, and thank you for being here. I want to say something else though, having to do with Florida. I want to make sure that everybody here knows that all of the federal rights today belong to anyone here who gets married in any state, in any country. And the surprise with that gift, our president did. Okay, because the day after my election, he said all services will acknowledge any legal marriage, okay, of a citizen. And that's happening, and it's happening all over, and wonderful. So again, thank you all. Thank you all for being here. I think there's a great party.